Hello, I'm here today to talk about my birth story. So I have two little girls, but I'm most specifically going to be talking about the birth I had with my first little girl. So she was born by elective C-section. She ended up coming on Christmas Eve 2010, which is just the worst day for a birthday. But when I was pregnant with her, I kind of had a rough idea of what I wanted my birth to be like. You know, I didn't write it all down and I didn't have a really specific birth plan, but I kind of wanted to have a water birth, perhaps have gas and air, and if I needed to, have stronger pain relief. But yeah, I kind of had what I thought like the ideal birth for me would be. And from 20 weeks, I kept going to my midwife appointments and they kept saying, oh, she's breech. But they said, don't worry, she'll move. Like, I think it's something like 97% of babies have turned by 37 weeks, but kept going to the appointments, still hadn't moved. And I could actually feel her at night almost trying to go head down, and she was just completely wedged and she was completely stuck. And so it got to near my due date and it was basically said that the safest mode of delivery for her, because she was a footling breech, was to deliver her by C-section. So yeah, Christmas Eve came, and weirdest feeling knowing when they're going to be born. We headed to the hospital. It was very, very quiet because it was Christmas, and the atmosphere in the theatre was great. My husband was with me every single step of the way, bar from when they put the epidural in, where he had to sort of wait outside. And the atmosphere in the theatre was lovely. People were playing Christmas songs on the radio and we were all singing along, and I was informed of what was going on every single step of the way. It took literally minutes from the second, from when they cut me open until she was born. You know, I was so surprised by how quick it was. She was born, she let out a little cry, we got to see her, then she was sort of whisked away to sort of have all the checks. My husband got to go over there and sort of watch, and he ended up having the first cuddle with her, which didn't bother me at all. It was really nice for them to share that special moment together, and she's still a daddy's girl now, actually. And then she got brought over to me, she got put on my chest. It was obviously quite hard to cuddle her, but yeah, it was lovely to hold her. And that's when they took this photo. A midwife very, very kindly took it for me, and I absolutely love it. It's just such a special moment captured on camera, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, it's a funny one. You know, I wouldn't have ever wanted to have a C-section. It wasn't something that I wanted to happen, but I honestly, looking back now, have no regrets. If I was to go through it all again, I'd have the exact same experience, because it was a really, really positive one for me. All that mattered was that she arrived safely, and she did. You know, the staff were wonderful, and yeah, overall it was a really, really positive experience. It was the best day of my life, apart from when her sister was born, which was also amazing, and she ended up being born by C-section as well. And yeah, I wouldn't change a second of it. You know, when I had my ideal birth, a C-section wasn't part of it, but now there's no way I'd have changed a minute. It was such an amazing experience, and she's here safe and sound, and that's all that matters. So anyway, Channel Mum are asking us to share our birth stories, and we would also love to hear yours. Obviously, every single lady is different. We've all got positive experiences of birth. Some of us have negative experiences, but obviously it's the most important day of your life, and everybody's got a story to tell. So if you've got a story, do leave it below in the comments, because we'd love to read them. And do check out some of the other girls' videos, because we're all sharing our birth stories. And yeah, they're so interesting. I love listening to birth stories. So yeah, do leave a comment below sharing yours, and speak to you soon. Bye.